This is Jean Moore with More Than Sports. I am here with Mabry Metoyer, class of 2024. So you heard that right. He is only a freshman, but a dang good one. He plays quarterback at the Woodlands High School and also plays on Team Fury 7-on-7. So Mabry, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate you.
Absolutely. My pleasure. So we're just going to get right into the questions.
All right, sounds good.
What made you want to play quarterback? Now, you told me something a little bit before about your brother and sister, and so I kind of want to hear that answer too.
Okay.
But what made you want to play quarterback?
Well, what made me want to play quarterback is I like being a leader and being in control of the team and always having the ball in my hands. Because I feel like if I have the ball in my hands, I can do what I want to do. Like if I want to pass the ball, then I'm gonna pass the ball, and if I want to run the ball, I'm gonna run the ball. And I like being the leader and just being in control of everything. And I like all my family, like my brother and sister, they're all athletes, and I want to be like the best one out of them. So, and I can't be slacking, so I have to really get in this aspect.
I really like that. You know, when we were talking earlier, I had to have you say that because it was funny. So a little bit competition between the siblings and the family there.
Members, yes, ma'am.
So as only a freshman, you did kind of swing between JV and varsity.
Yes.
And then I think did you play the rest of the season as varsity because somebody got injured?
Yes, ma'am.
So
but he came back. He came back, but
okay.
I still stayed.
Gotcha. So how hard was that being a freshman, being on varsity with upperclassmen? How was that? What was that like to be a leader, against these kids that are older than you?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, it didn't really affect me that much because I already knew all the kids on the team, mainly because my cousins are – the center is my cousin and the left guard's my cousin. And so I've always been hanging out with upperclassmen because my brother, I hang out with his friends a lot. And it's just been like my second nature just to be with older people. And it wasn't that hard to be a leader for older people. It's just you just can't worry about what other people are going to think about you. You just have to go ahead and say what you need to.
Mm-hmm. Well, it sounds like you are a natural born leader anyways, wanting to be the quarterback and, wanting to have that control. I think that's a great, thing to have as a quarterback for sure. So it sounds like it's kind of a family affair.
Yes, ma'am. It's really fun. They always back me up on the field. So
that's good. I'm sure they probably do. It's kind of helpful having them on the line, I bet.
Yes, they're very good. Very good.
Now let's talk about, so your brother, McCade, is at Cal.
Yes, ma'am.
So, and your sister played basketball in Marksley. So you guys are the M family, is something that I also discovered. How has that been kind of growing up in a sports family? How has that motivated you, and how has that really helped you to get better?
I mean, we're all very competitive. We're a big competitive family, and so we're always trying to compete to be the better one, or just trying to show out. Because me and my brother used to play basketball, and he was like, "I'm always better than you. I'm gonna be better than you." And then I get invited to the John Lucas, which is a big basketball tournament for my grade, and it got canceled because of Corona. But now I can say I'm the better basketball player. But I can't really say that about football because we're completely opposite positions.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what college you end up going to.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, Cal's good, so I'm not dissing Cal. It's Pac-12, so that's a pretty good school. So,
yes, ma'am.
But we'll see how that works out. So, what's one thing that you want to accomplish in your life?
Well, I want to accomplish in life. I want to play in the NFL. That's always been my goal. And I'm really big on setting goals. Like last year, my goal in 8th grade, and I wrote on my mirror, was to be the quarterback for varsity as a freshman. And I put it on my mirror to see it every day so I know what I'm working for. And so right when I completed that, I just crossed it off of my mirror and I go to my next goal.
Wow. How many goals do you have there?
Right now I have 6. I have religious goals for
Mhm.
myself and for sports.
That's good. And I think that's so important because, like you said, when you accomplish one, you just go right on to the next. It's
Hmm.
never finished. You can always improve and get better and have way more goals than,
Yes, man.
I think that's great. Now, is there a favorite? Do you have a favorite NFL team?
Well, it was the Patriots because Tom Brady, but because he's always been my favorite since day one. But he went to the Buccaneers, so I don't know. I'm kind of iffy right now. I don't know which is my favorite. I mean, I like the Bucks because he plays for him,
Hmm.
and someone on the Woodlands that goes to my high school. His name's Antoine Winfield, and he's a DB on the Buccaneers as
Oh,
a rookie this year. So
nice. All right.
yeah, it's pretty
Well,
cool.
that's that's good. Yeah, Tom Brady. I mean, you know,
He's
do you
been my
have them?
favorite since day one.
Do you have them winning the Super Bowl, or do you have Kansas City?
They're gonna win. Tom Brady can carry any team.
You think so?
Yes. He's like
Against Patrick
50 and he
Mahomes?
yes, he's like 50 and he's still the GOAT. He's so old and he's still like
Hey now. I don't
the
think he's
best.
quite 50, and I think he's younger than me. So
I think he's like 45. I don't know his exact
still
age,
younger
but
than me. But
mm,
yes, I get what you're saying. He is old for a football player.
yes. Because you get beaten up on the football field.
Um, I just have to bring this up too, because I'm not sure if others can see, but your brother and sister are commenting on this interview. I don't know if you can see that or not,
I
but
can.
it's very cute. So just to let you know, they're talking you up here. So
Oh, good, good.
that's a good supportive family right now.
Yes, man.
So is there, and maybe you've already answered this, but is there a player that you look up to and emulate your game after?
Well, a player I look up to is my brother because of his work ethic.
Hmm.
But for my NFL, it's definitely Tom Brady because I look at how he like plays and how he like observes the defenses and how he like looks off the DBs and stuff like that. So definitely my brother and Tom Brady.
That's good. Um, and who has been your biggest mentor
My
in
mom,
your mom?
yes, she
And
always
what?
is making sure I have the best coaches and making sure I'm on top of everything.
Oh,
And my quarterback coaches, I have two. It's
mhm,
Keith Blackman and Sean Salisbury. I worked with Keith. Uh, we talked about this before.
mhm.
Monday through Friday, all through Corona, and my brother was a wide receiver the whole time because I couldn't be around anybody. And sometimes he'd come back like twice a week, and we'll do board work to like recoverages, and so I can identify them on the field. And then
Mhm.
Sean, he helps me with like timing and like when someone's going to be open through a window, stuff like that. So they've
That's
helped
good.
me a lot. Yes, ma'am.
And Sean played professional. Is that correct?
Yes, he played for the Vikings.
Okay. I
Yes,
mean, that's
ma'am.
not your favorite team?
No.
Because he's not playing.
Yeah, he went to USC, which I like USC. That's cool.
Okay. Now, let's talk about that a little bit. Your brother, you said, practiced with you as a wide receiver. What position does your brother play at Cal?
He's a red guard,
See,
but he can move like a whiteout. So
that's
it
pretty
was all
impressive.
good. Yes, ma'am.
So, shout out to you, McCade.
Yes.
And how has that really helped you to have people like that in your life that are supportive and,
Well,
your family, especially?
if I didn't have them always like helping me, then I wouldn't be where I am right now.
Mhm.
Because they've gotten me to where I am right now, and they've helped me be who I am today.
Right. How do you think COVID has really impacted you on and off the field? So, your game on the field, but then personally as well.
It's impacted my gameplay so much because I've had so much time on my hands. So I just was working every day, lifting weights, getting better because this is my second year playing quarterback. My first year was in eighth grade, and I've come a long way from there.
And what
So
position did you play before that?
in seventh grade I was a slot, but then the years before I was always just too big. So I played tight end, and I didn't like it that much. But
You like quarterback much better, right?
yes, I like having the ball with me all the time.
And you are 6'5"
Yes, ma'am.
and probably not done growing yet.
I just want like 1 inch. Hopefully, God will bless me with that.
Just one more. You want to be 6'6"?
Yes, ma'am.
And how much do you weigh?
I weigh 210, 215,
Yeah.
around there.
So perfect build for a quarterback.
Thank you.
So what's something that you have had to overcome in your life?
Definitely like people always like saying I'm a lineman, defensive lineman, because that's what I play for the past years, and that's like always been like my pet peeve because I always known I wanted to play quarterback. It's just we had like a weight limit in little league, so I couldn't play. But
Mhm.
now my dreams come true.
You can cross that off your mirror.
Yes, ma'am.
How important do you think that 7-on-7 has been? Like I said earlier, you play for Team Fury.
Yes, ma'am.
I know the coaches there, as well as your high school coach, are extremely supportive of you and really believe in you and want you to succeed. So, how important really has 7-on-7 been to your game?
It's helped me so much with reading defenses because when I get on the football field next year, it'll help me like know what's going on more and what's gonna be open on this type of coverage and stuff like that. And it's given me a lot of reps that I've needed, so I can take that on into next year's game or year.
That's great. And so you guys were in Dallas.
Yes, and we were in Orlando last week.
Okay,
weekend.
that's right. That's right. You guys did do that. What was it like playing in AT&T Stadium?
We didn't get to do that, unfortunately.
Oh, you didn't?
No, ma'am.
Oh, that's a bummer. Why
But
did you guys not?
I got ranked top quarterbacks at the tournament though, which was pretty cool, I thought.
That's very impressive because you were one of the
I was the only freshman that was the
wow.
quarterback out there.
So that's quite an honor.
Yes, ma'am.
Being the only freshman. So you're a little bit good.
I think so. I try to be.
Well, yeah, you can't be the weak link in the family.
Exactly.
And that's what you were saying earlier.
We can't let that happen. We can't let that
happen. So, talking about your 7-on-7 and your high school coaches, how has it been having their support? You know, they support you so much and believe in you. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot having like other people like wanting to support me because they want me to be the best I can be so I can play for them next year. And my goal for my high school team is to take us to state next year. That's one of my big goals. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to try to make it happen. And so they're supporting. Yes.
Nice. Sorry, go ahead.
And another goal on my mirror is to get an offer this year.
Okay. So you want to get one as a freshman?
Yes, ma'am.
When did your brother get one?
I think end of sophomore year or beginning of junior.
Is that maybe a little bit of the reason you want to get one as a freshman?
No, but
but it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Is there any particular school that you would like to get an offer from? Not saying that none of the others don't mean anything, mm-hmm. You know, because they all mean something. But is there just a school that you would be like, that would be my dream school?
Well, I love A&M, and I like OU a lot, mm-hmm. And I like Clemson a lot. Not because of Trevor Lawrence, but I just think it's a really cool place. But honestly, any D1 offer is really cool, and just having the opportunity to play D1 is like my dream. So,
mm-hmm. Okay, so you brought it up, so let's talk about it. What do you think about you being compared to Trevor Lawrence?
I mean, it's obviously a great comparison because he's really good. And it's like, I don't even think my 7-on-7 team knows my name, really. I mean, most people do on my team, but, like, they call me Trevor. So,
do they really?
Yeah, and so do kids, like, on other teams because they don't know my name. So, like, yo, Trevor, and stuff like that.
That's funny. Well, you know, I mean, that is a good comparison. He is a very good player. So, yes. You know, that's definitely somebody that you can emulate your game after as well.
Yes, ma'am.
What does it mean for you to be able to really be a leader? You know, that's something that you like to do. So what does it mean for you? first of all, two questions. What does it mean for you to be a leader? Second of all, what do you think makes a good leader?
Well, when you're a leader, people are always looking at you to see what you're doing. And if you're not doing the right thing, then they're going to think that's okay. And if you're a leader, you always have to be doing the right stuff because other people that look up to you are going to do what you do. So, and what makes a good leader is being respectful to your coaches, always being on time to your workouts, so other people aren't slacking on your team.
Mm-hmm. And what about off the field? What do you think
Off,
makes a good leader off the field?
I would say, being respectful to like older people and just being nice to everyone and not being mean, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Because there's always somebody watching.
Yes, exactly. Even if you
when
don't think so,
exactly. And now, like for school, you have a 4.0.
yes, ma'am.
What drives you to really succeed in the classroom as well as on the field?
Well, as a freshman, I've heard that like your ninth grade year is like very important. Like that's like your foundation of your GPA. And so I'm trying to get my best grade as I can, and I'm gonna try to carry that on for the next years to come.
Mm-hmm.
And what's also drives me is because competition in the family.
Was your brother and sister, were they really good in school?
Yes, man.
Yes.
So I gotta beat them.
Now, do you play any other sports besides football?
I play basketball and track.
Okay. So you still do that?
Well, I don't know if I'm doing track yet this year
Mm-hmm.
because I might just start focusing on football after basketball season.
Mm-hmm. What position do you play for basketball?
I'm like the power four, the power five.
Okay.
Like, yes, ma'am.
Nice. So what makes you want to succeed besides competition in the family? What makes you the individual person? You know, you Mabry, what makes you want to succeed?
It makes me feel like I have something important. Like it makes me feel proud inside. It makes me feel like I have something to like accomplish and something that I can be great in.
Mm-hmm. That's good. I think that's always good to feel accomplished, you know, and
Yes.
again, it goes back to those goals that you have on your mirror. I think that is such a great idea. I wish more people would do that, just because it's something that they can focus on. And I think that's so important, especially right now. You know, I know here in Oregon, we haven't had football
Oh,
yet.
y'all haven't?
We haven't.
Oh man.
So they're talking about doing it here, possibly February. I haven't heard the final word. I know that our governor spoke today, so that could change. You know, it could be happening sooner. I'm not sure yet, but you know, so it's been really tough
For
for
kids, yeah.
the kids here just because they haven't had that. You know, they're 7-on-7, so they've been able to do that. But you know, it's different than actually going to school. They have online.
Yeah, they're still online.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. How is it there in Texas? What is it like at the Woodlands High School?
It's
Do you
completely
guys go to
normal.
school? Is it normal?
Yeah, we go to school, but we just have to wear a mask. Cool.
Oh, okay.
That's the only
All right.
like bad thing. I don't like the mask at all.
I'm there with you.
Especially after a workout, like my face just starts to heat up in that thing because like all my breath is getting trapped into it.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be miserable. I don't think I could do that. And so you guys did have a football season. How did that
Yes,
go for you?
we did pretty good. I mean, we went 5-3.
Okay.
But next year we're gonna win district. So
That is one of your goals.
yes, we went 5-1 in district. We only had 6 teams in our district this year, which is
Oh, wow.
really weird. Yeah.
And what division are you guys? What league are you in? Are you
6A Division 1. Hello? Sir. Yeah,
Oh,
she's.
I'm
Oh, there
back.
we go.
There we go. We're back.
I just texted you to say.
Anyways, so you guys did really good this season. Next season, you're going to do even better.
That's the plan. That's the goal.
All right. Well, do you have any advice for kids that are playing that, really have the same dream as you? Do you have any advice for them?
There's someone always trying to be better than you. There's someone always behind you trying to get better.
Mm-hmm. So work your butt off.
Exactly. Because one time you're sitting down, someone else is working out.
That's right. All right. Well, Mabry, thank you so much for being on the show. I really appreciate that. Absolutely. I look very forward to watching the rest of your high school career and into college and then into the NFL, because I have no doubts that you will make that happen. So again, this is Jean Amore with More Than Sports.